MaJaMa Jams is brought to you by Mushroom Lady and her So Over It Owl. Tragedy. Noun. An event causing great suffering, destruction, and distress, such as a serious accident, crime, or natural catastrophe. Tragedy. 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 Tragedy.
MaJaMa. MaJaMa. MaJaMa.
You're out of
How long did you want these gun effects? Just a second.
You woman, yell something, because I don't know her name.
I can't. What are your directions?
Yeah, I don't.
I can't hear you. Don't fire the gun while you're talking. Welcome back, everyone, to MaJaMa Jams, a show where we discuss other people's work to avoid doing our own. And today, continuing down the path into our 80s, we have brought back what is quickly becoming the best thing about this show, being on this couch. The comfort. The comfort. And
Oh, the 80s episodes.
the 80s episodes.
Not the years, 80s, the decade.
I would be a 7-year-old sitting on this couch in a Ninja Turtle shirt.
It's funny.
Thanks. So, you may know that we have become obsessed with this Italian madman, heir to the American throne. Him too, obsessed with Matteo always. But we've become obsessed with this Italian madman, heir to the American throne that Tommy Wiseau, Neil Breen, and James Birdemic Wynn sit atop. Enzo Sorrentino.
Don Bullo, come sta? Tutto bene? Avete fatto un buon viaggio dall'aereo?
Did you have a nice trip from the plane?
Yes. Not from America, from the plane.
How was it? The steps down, the airport, the cab ride over? Now, all the way back on episode 23, I think,
Yeah.
we kicked off with a 45-minute epic called La Polizia, Indaga, Crimine.
Ragazzi, dobbiamo stare attenti. Dobbiamo prenderli tutti. Dopo una birra fredda.
Translated to The Police Investigate the Crime, one of the most mind-blowingly on-the-nose titles of all time. We segued into some smaller materials. Our scrap section, we had a Spider-Enzo little 3-minute short.
Sure.
And then
Sure.
Miracle on the Path and Black Wings of a Vampire, about 15 to 20 minutes.
Signore.
I don't know if we can really make the distinction that these are movies, but they are longer. So here with a full-on episode, guys, is the new 40-minute head trip from Enzo, which is called, let me see if I can get this right, The Hand of Fire Calls the FBI.
Calls FBI.
Calls FBI.
The Hand of Fire Calls FBI. No punctuation. America answers?
Yeah.
Yes, Matthew?
Is there an Italian title? I
Yes.
remember- oh.
It's La Mano di Fuoco Chiama l'FBI, l'America Risponde. Which is exactly what it said.
I appreciate the lack of punctuation. It's all one run-on sentence like Joseph Myrick. Deep cut reference just for us.
Where exactly were you going to take her in that truck of yours?
She wants to go. She just want to go for a ride. I'll take her for a ride. I mean, nothing. You know, I ain't mean no harm or trying to do nothing I shouldn't be doing. I mean, she's just no pervert or nothing else.
No pervert.
No, I mean, she wants to go ride. I'll take her for a ride. Try not to be disrespectful.
He is a motor mouth.
But he put a poster out with an English title.
No. That I put it on
That-
when I translated the thing.
No. Right. But didn't we see a poster or a post?
Yes, when we connected with him via satellite.
Yes.
Through the magic pizza box.
But that's in Italian.
Yes,
I guess I could not distinguish languages anymore.
probably.
What are we speaking right now?
Nessuno ha sbagliato. Avete si manovra.
So this is going to be.
Painful.
I
bad.
think for the first time ever, we should actually go over plots and skip plots and ups and go into it, because literally, what is there to say other than dudes walk and talk and sit?
Well,
Okay, some cocaine is being moved, or merchandising, or pasta, or cake, or cheese, or roast.
it's all slang.
Yes.
Avete mangiato la pasta asciutta o formaggio bianco? Anzo bianchissimo.
Ho spedito un po' di arrosto.
Adesso aspettiamo la vostra merce dall'America.
Una tonnellata di farina bianca.
Avviseremo i ragazzi perché devono venire per lo scarico del dolce.
Unless I've misunderstood in translation and they're actually trafficking food.
I mean, maybe it's Italian slang for these things. I mean, we America, or at least
Doubtful, but yes.
I've heard flour referred to as cocaine, and flour makes
Yeah,
cakes.
flour is the closest thing, because I've never heard it roast. I've never heard it.
No, flour makes sense. Yeah, flour makes sense. I mean, it's also probably what they were actually using in the scene.
And maybe really, if you want the pasta with cheese,
White cheese.
white
It was
cheese.
very white.
If you get
Much
my
like Donny
drifts-
Osmond. We are trafficking coke. We have
we are not the characters in the film are.
No.
Robe di prima qualità. Solo noi le abbiamo, Don Beppe.
Don Beppe, who, if you may remember, we had Don Pepe.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We had Don Pepe in La Polizia and Indaga Crimine.
And
We
here
have
too.
Don Pepe.
No, we have
the
Don
actor
Pepe.
who played Don Pepe.
No, but he's called Don Pepe.
Stop. What are you talking about?
Boss Don Peppe, polizia, la dichiaro in arresto. Portatelo via.
Rispetto, vi stavo aspettando.
The guy who is in the
The guy who plays Don Pepe, who was also in this, is still playing Don Pepe?
Yes.
He reprises his role?
Probably.
What are you talking about? He doesn't.
He yells, but it's written. I am Don Pepe.
Oh my God! It's a cinematic universe. We didn't even realize this.
Wait, how did we not notice that when he puts the little?
Oh, how did we not notice something in this completely comprehensible flow of images shuffled together as if put by an epileptic having a seizure in the middle of a 1960s asylum?
All right, listen, but the real question is, where does this take place in the timeline? Is Don Pepe already in jail and Don Tomas is taking over?
Okay, and he's right. What happens is it suddenly cuts,
question.
and one of the many times it cuts out on audio, and it goes to text in the air that says, "I'm Don Pepe, respect me." And I think it's such a jarring choice that I didn't realize that, yes, it is
What
the
is
same
it?
actor. He's making a cinematic universe. The ECU.
No, I think that they made a horrible mistake
The
with the
ECU.
camera.
Right. Do you think the text was supposed to be like, "Oh, cool effects. Here's our character
No,
reveal"?
I think that they made a mistake and they actually all of a sudden they cut off the sound.
Gelda.
What?
But he doesn't use text when he cuts off the sound otherwise, does he?
Because he didn't notice that it was
Maybe
missing.
Maybe that was an important line.
I'm going to switch.
It was a big reveal.
I'm going to switch the question. How would you guys feel?
What was the first question?
If it was revealed that every choice, for whatever, just for the hypothetical situation here, it was confirmed beyond doubt that every choice was intentional, how would you guys feel?
I don't believe it.
No, I said it was confirmed for the hypothetical.
Still, I wouldn't believe it.
Chosen for what reason?
Comedy.
I guess I would.
I guess that's a different way to phrase it. If you were to, for whatever hypothetical reason, it was confirmed, yes, every choice is intentional for comedy. How would you guys feel?
I would feel like a fool.
But it would be incredible.
No.
It would be masterful.
No.
Oh.
He says no.
It wouldn't be.
He said it twice.
Because no, I say it 3 times.
He said it 3 times. Maybe it was at 4.
Yes.
I've
No.
said no before in my life.
It's true, but I'm not keeping count.
I think that if it were for comedy, it wouldn't be painful to watch.
Hi, I've come to apply for the doctor's job. I can assure you my credentials are top-notch. I've just graduated from Harvard College Yale. I aced every semester and I got an A.
Well, that sounds excellent. Our last doctor only just recently died in horrific circumstances. Can you start immediately?
Sure, do I have time to go to the toilet?
Not really. I've already paged Dr. Sanchez, who should be here any minute now.
I'm Dr. Sanchez. You're a woman.
If you decide to do something like this and say, oh, I'm making a comedy instead of...
Well, no,
not a comedy.
No, he knows people are going to use it like this, as if, again, my old Andy, intentionally doing it for this purpose.
I still don't believe it.
I agree.
It's impossible for somebody to scientifically build something this bad.
You would have to have a very, very intimate and
do you realize the phrase
deep
mind
knowledge
blowing?
of
The phrase mind blowing is actually applicable here? I have no clue.
Va bene, capito? Meno male, Come desiderate voi, Dogullo.
We now return to MaJaMa.
Why? How do you get that? How do you?
They're still there.
How do you do that cut?
It doesn't matter what the intent is. What human being in an editing booth cuts to the light of the Ferrari, back inside, jarringly outside, back here, all with silence, cuts out the sound, turns down the
It's
fade.
an 8-year-old with a camera phone. Man, okay, here's how we're going to do. We're going to cut it. I want the shot. The car looks cool. Now here's the actual scene.
I'll give you an example that is...
I think this is the worst yet.
Probably yes.
It's long, too.
We'll try to tell the story in a bit, but...
There's no story.
Yes. I think that his editing process is the equivalent of those people who, I don't know, go to a wedding, go to a ceremony, go to an award, take 180 pictures, and they post 180 pictures on Facebook or wherever.
That's a flawless
without
metaphor.
even remotely trying to do something that out of focus, crooked. Everything is there.
That's one of my favorite metaphors of all time.
And I think...
Analogy?
Yes. I think it's more an analogy.
I couldn't define the difference if you asked.
I looked it up the other day.
And?
The information is lost now.
You had to ask at least within a 5-minute radius of that. But my point is that it's beyond us laughing at it or endlessly flagellating ourselves over the Andy theory, whatever it is, I do find that it becomes almost scientifically fascinating because it's a level, like I said, I'm starting to see a more linear path, especially because we have so much actual story with the disaster artist and how famous he became of a cult figure. I'm starting to see a more linear path of The Room is hilarious, but it's simply an egotistical, stubborn guy as the director. Sure, there's a lot of weird cuts and stuff, but it's more of it's a bad movie because there was an egotistical, stubborn director. It may be very original, whatever, but again, James Wynn, there are a lot of long tracking shots.
Man, that was a good movie, An Inconvenient Truth.
That is it. I'm getting myself a car that's environmentally friendly.
Yeah. Good, you finally listened to me.
That's right.
And God knows Birdemic 3 was a lot of walking, but it still seems like some oblivious nerd that wants to pay homage to Hitchcock. And I said, Breen is eating flesh in a hotel.
He wants to pay homage to his cock?
Anything
came out very wrong.
Anything that Neil Breen does makes sense because he eats flesh in a dark cave somewhere. Right now, Neil Breen is eating a baby.
I don't even want you anymore. All I want is the drugs and the money. Oh my God.
Forgive me, went down the wrong pipe. But this, the amount of glaringly insane choices within 2 minutes, let alone the 40. I don't even know if ineptitude could cover the high ratio of...
You could tear apart Birdemic 3 for the boringness, the long walking shots.
But it's still somewhat linear.
Even if it's not linear, you are giving information, albeit expository, and blatantly pushing your message into your audience's face. This is like, there's just nothing there's of substance. It's cutting room floor footage. It's the scraps that you get from a normal movie where it's somewhat expository.
And it almost makes the other ones look decent because...
The other Enzos?
The other Enzos. Because this, look, the other Enzos aren't, of course, but do you understand that this is literally walk, sit,
get up,
walk,
sit again,
sit,
go back
sit
there,
again,
get in
walk,
the car, come this way.
Grab the white hat.
Welcome to the meeting. Here's your white hat.
You know when you go to a place and when you require the tie and stuff, here's require the white hat.
It's like when you get off the plane in Hawaii and they give you the lei.
Yes.
Here's your white fedora. Grab the white hat.
You each have one.
Yes.
Maybe there's only one.
No, because there is a scene. Yeah. So just to.
Okay, let's start to get into the.
The story is. The Hand of Fire is this organization who wants to move drugs from Italy to America, or from America to Italy to be sold.
Maybe back and forth.
Yeah.
You got them back? They were supposed to go to America!
Don Beppe is in Italy. He has. They meet in a place that is no longer safe, so they need to meet in another.
In the grandmother's kitchen.
Wait, they say that?
Around noon.
Yes.
Oh.
Bando agli scherzi. Il solito posto lo dobbiamo cambiare. Se no la merce può essere pericolo.
When did they say that?
At a certain point.
They're literally sitting in a grandmother's kitchen for the last scene.
I think it was the second meeting where they were all rubbing the hands together, and the guy was having.
Use some hand sanitizer.
And then there is the blonde woman dressed in red with a Ferrari that doesn't.
No one's gonna suspect her.
No, not at all. And then there is a kid who is a lookout for what God only knows because you never see him.
But he's gonna get a Rolex if he does a good job.
Yes.
Io faccio la spia, non sono scemo. Così mi piglio un bello Rolex.
Don't forget about old ripped jeans.
And yes, that there is the guard who checks the place after they're sitting and talking for.
Yeah, they've been sitting there for an hour. The dude walks in with a gun, cases a plate, gives it a pat down. Okay, it's all good. Hey, what's up? You guys?
This I just thought of an experiment.
And then.
Let them get through this.
It's gonna take a long time.
They show the merch, the drugs. Don Beppe is happy, and while they're chatting outside of the last place where they meet, they're all brought on three different cars.
Like they know what's going to happen.
Yes.
Like they're waiting for it.
It's not clear if they're arrested or not.
And all three of them are arrested, so it's not like his associates are getting arrested or he snitched on them to get him out of trouble. All three of them, Don Beppe and the two other guys, get arrested or put in the back of a car.
Yes.
Separately.
And then
by two men who might be also.
They are arrested, or I thought they were
guy,
just.
Yes, probably.
In two different jackets, but there's 3 cars.
Yes.
What? What? So what, in your guys' opinion, what is the conclusion? That everyone was... They're being arrested is what's happening? Or they're like, no, the cops were working with them, they're taking them away?
Apparently. I don't know. That's the story.
That's the story.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way, here's an interesting experiment. You take someone with no experience, I'm talking 0, has never done or wanted to do anything with a movie in their life. You give them a camera and you say make a movie.
Enzo just did it. What do you mean?
I'm saying, I think it might actually be more like I need to take someone that's never done this and have them make a movie to see if it's like, oh, it's just look at how this came out. It's similar to Enzo's. It's just someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Because, okay, fine. Let's throw out the argument of intent. There's something above and beyond garden variety and competence here. It is mind-blowing. This sounds comedic, but it is almost impressive.
You, sir, have impressed us.
Impressive incompetence. Like, I don't even understand. Like I said, the room seems more linear now.
No, absolutely.
What is happening?
Hey, what happened?
How the guy sits down twice. They get in the limo away from the helicopter, and a second later they come back in.
From the field.
Like... Now that's them.
Yes.
That drove off from there.
From there.
Right? We're all on the same page. They were in that helicopter. They drove off from there, away from here.
I remember when many years ago, our biggest question was, why are they all dressed in a tuxedo playing football in the room?
Catch Johnny! Yeah, nice snag. All right, Peter. Here we go, Mark. Come on. Come on. Oh! Catch, Mark.
Now it seems a very normal thing
Right?
to do.
Yeah, it was a wedding day. They wanted to blow off some steam.
Wait,
Why were they dressed up?
Yeah, why were they dressed up?
It wasn't a wedding day.
No.
No.
But there's a reason.
Yes.
Because it's baby face when he shaves.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, guys.
And then Mark fumbles the ball, falls into the trash cans.
Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
Mark, go. Go deep. Gee, Peter, you're clumsy.
He's so clumsy.
Falls on the ground.
No.
The camera, the shot with right in the face.
Oh, I'm
You're thinking of the
underwears.
You're just telling us about an underwear issue.
No, don't worry, don't.
Underwear.
Dude, it's,
underwear.
What's up? It's embarrassing, man. I don't want to get into it.
Underwear, man? Come on. Are you okay? You all right? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
fine.
okay? Sure?
No, but then he goes, that's Mark.
No, Mark would never act
sorry,
like that.
sorry. No, his name is not Peter.
The god Sestero?
Peter's with the glasses.
Yeah.
Who's the blowjob guy?
Oh, no, that's... we never know. I don't think... Oh, no, they mentioned him, but I don't remember.
Oh, hi, Mike. What's new? Hi.
Doesn't
Yes.
matter. What are we talking about?
Anyways.
What's going on?
We now return to
MaJaMa.
So this movie will be a movie.
Yeah, stop it! Wonder.
This series of frames will go down in history as the best answer to a cell phone
All right,
in the history of ever.
The what?
The best answer into a cell phone
Oh, yes. Did you think that's him trying to be like stylish and not catching it at the last minute, so you got to hold on to it like an ape?
I think that he tried to be stylish, and then he realized that he pulled it upside down.
It's like a
so
Robert
he had
Rodriguez
to do an adjustment. Yes, exactly.
Robert Rodriguez gun spin. He tried to do something like that.
Yeah, or I'm thinking of I'm thinking of Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes when he grabs the gun, he's trying to figure out how to hold it.
What you hold in your hand is the proof of their power of invention, their power of technology.
But it's trying to like
Mark Wahlberg?
He's trying to hold the phone. He holds it like this. Do you think it just slipped and just went with it? But I mean, that's not even the biggest problem with that scene. We have no idea who he is, his connection
What
to
is he doing?
the other
Who are the other
associates,
two guys?
Who are the policemen? Why? Why would he run?
Well, to get to her very, very close.
Tutto a posto? Procediamo?
Procediamo.
I want to get your guys' opinion.
And the cleaning lady.
Yes.
Do you agree?
No.
That this is the worst yet?
Absolutely yes.
Yes, so far,
Right?
yes.
Because
it's long.
It's not long, it feels long.
No, it's long. I mean, yes, on both accounts.
Yep, they needed them. It's so much sitting and talking that it almost, even if I'm
No,
even
so
if
much
I'm,
sitting.
I'm Mandela affecting it, it makes the
Wow, that was fast. Alexa, stop. Dude, that's a form of torture. Right. Listen, can we need, since we can't really go over the plot and kind of really break it down, let's break down each scene as it happens in terms of.
Yeah, but you
what we are
were
seeing.
about to, you were
Mateo,
saying something.
Mateo, no.
No? Okay.
What was it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's go with every scene.
No,
So-
I think I was just simply saying that it perhaps Mandela affecting it, but this one is so
Mandala.
insanely seat and walk based that it almost makes me think that the other ones
And
had
reading.
more going on.
Qua come andiamo noi. L'America è grande, ma anche noi, nel nostro piccolo, in ma forza.
His work is very chair based.
Enzo went through his chair period from 2020 to 2024.
Then the chair broke, so it was the standing period.
I guess there's a lot of couches.
Okay, where we can start, Matthew, is that we literally get about 3 minutes of walking over credits that bump, 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 bump.
It's a clear homage, Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing that drives me insane is that the credits are not the same size, the same font, and they don't stay the same time.
And also, we should point out to our viewers one of the funniest things, that there is a credit in the credits for this for who did the poster, and also the voice of narration in the trailer.
I was wondering who did that.
Yeah, watching the movie, you question that.
Again, I'm sorry, but that's like a Zaz, Zucker, Abraham Zucker. In the credits, you put person that talked in the that's all right. Continue.
They walk. We don't know where they're going.
And they smoke.
Yeah.
Unlit.
Although in the,
unlit
no,
cigarettes.
in the wide shots when they're walking, it's lit. In the
Yeah.
close-up shots, it's not lit.
So they walk and walk and walk and walk and walk, and then
Pose. They stop. They look.
Then we go to the hotel.
Oh, I'm sorry. We should also say, because the rest of the time, I think he is the one thing he did decently. The rest of the time after, our vampire guy looks decently like a mob boss. You know, let's give credit to the one thing he at least had we decently did. I say this because in that walking montage, he's wearing a friggin' peach t-shirt, dad jeans, and like New Balance shoes, like he's taking the kids to SeaWorld on a Sunday.
Mob bosses can dress down. As sometimes they're naked in the shower. Sometimes they're pooping.
In the shower.
Get down the drain.
Matthew, welcome to work. Just want to let you know I got clothes on now, but earlier in the shower when I was dumping, nothing was on, baby. A little bit about me, putting it out there as the boss.
So then there are two elderly cops, a man and a woman.
Look how he runs.
Yeah, one runs and gets this close to
It's like a 5-year-old trying to whisper in your mouth.
It's like the John
Yes.
Aston bit. Ah!
I forgot to tell you. Antonio's mother asked me to tell you to stop howling under her window at night.
We gotta go.
Plus, it's like, is everything all right? Can we go now?
Yes.
Tutto a posto? Procediamo?
Procediamo.
It's like, where are you? Where do you want to go? And a second later, they're putting on ski masks, but with the...
Let's talk about the truncated gunshot effects.
They're kind of just walking in the middle of nowhere. They're in the backyard. We don't really know exactly where it is. And then there's a dude walking in front of a giant love sign.
Who answered the phone?
Who answers the phone like that.
With a flourish?
Yeah. And then I guess they're trying to arrest him. But then they're just there. But I guess they've been there.
And then a gunfire starts. I mean, they fire. He falls into the pool in complete silence.
But slowly.
Slowly in silence.
Okay, I'm still okay.
And then he's still alive, even if he apparently is dead.
At one point, it looks literally like he's trying to do a split. No joke.
He's looking at
his
Enzo
leg
like, wait, do I die yet?
extends behind him as if he's trying to do a
Yes.
split for
Have
a
you ever been
TikTok
shot
video.
Well, maybe.
Sometimes it happens.
Yes. When you're hit, you just like...
We never see them again.
No. Then we have the most incomprehensible shot of the head of the blonde woman and the torso of the black kid who's walking down behind her.
Dude, imagine if she's like a high, powerful mob wife. Like if you would actually go up to her and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna move your hat for you," and then whisper into your ear. Can you imagine?
Yes.
The shit he would get for doing that to someone.
But that framing, it looks like that he took it from the security camera of the hotel. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense.
Like that first frame, like no one is framed up to be.
No.
It's like, what are you putting in the front? This focus.
Yes.
What does he even say to her?
I don't know. And
He
then
just curses a lot at the end.
Then he's on the phone. He says they have arrived I'm already in Salerno, as if he were important to the story, but then we'd never see him again.
Sì, sì, sì. Cazzo! Sono venuti i carabinieri speciali. Cazzo!
And then he runs away because the special force have arrived, which we don't see.
Yes.
And
oh,
then-
maybe they're all. Oh, maybe she's at the hotel.
Is the guy that comes up and it's really close to the woman the ones that ends up shooting back at our guy?
They put the mask.
The mask that doesn't cover a thing.
I mean, I think it's to kind of conceal your hair. But I mean, like, so it's not like flopping around if you're trying to shoot.
Sure.
Is this the guy's face? It looks exactly like it, but I have no idea if the hair matches up. It's those GD ski master criminals.
I'm assuming now that the lady, the pancake titty fishnet lady, is at the hotel.
Enzo, please list me as something else in the credits. Pancake.
Wait, do we know her name? Philomena. in this.
I don't know.
How the hell do we know that?
It's never.
He says Philomena at one point.
Poi chiama Filomena.
Yes,
remember that?
But in America.
Oh Christ. Okay, well
America, by the way.
she could be at the hotel or wherever this palatial estate is.
Yes.
And he's saying, "Hey, that guy was just killed." I don't know. Because then it just cuts to their meeting.
No, first they cut to the kid who says he's gonna be the lookout, but then we
But they're
never
in the
see him
banquet
doing that, and then they are at the meeting where everybody's reading cue cards.
Dude, it's bad.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
Inspired by
The
SNL.
rhythm of that
Literally,
scene.
just pass them a script, hold it in their hand at that point.
Yes, yes. I remove my glasses. Wait a second. Let me think about it. Okay, never mind.
Oh my God.
We now return to MaJaMa.
Domani chiamo i miei uomini in Italia e devono fare un lavoro. Io sto in America con le mie ragazze. Ha capito, sì o no? Meno male che hai capito,
Do Gullo, ai vostri ordini. Ci prepariamo con i nostri uomini.
So they have this meeting where they say that the drug will arrive because they need it because one of them run out. I mean, the men of one of them has run out of drugs.
You understand that drugs are a business. We sell the drugs. That makes you money. That makes me money. We need to sell the drugs.
La Mano di Fuoco dice nel mio quartiere l'abbiamo venduto e devo dire abbiamo guadagnato molto bene. I nostri ragazzi sono disoccupati perché la roba è finita.
You understand, right?
Are we at the table with the
banquet hall.
The guy that runs up
Yeah.
willy-nilly with the gun?
Then the guy arrives and
Who
checks.
would instruct him to do that? The director or him? Or...
I think the director, because of course. Because it's an empty restaurant, he checks it only then.
Can you imagine if you could be a fly on the wall? On a
No,
show?
you need to be a tumor in his brain to really know what he's thinking.
If
how
you were a
he's...
fly on the wall, after 5 minutes, you would just like fly through that lamp, glowing and everything to burn to death. Then we have the money shot of the helicopter, which they managed to miss.
Shake the camera.
It's in its maneuver to land.
They get about this much in the corner of the screen. It could have been a great shot.
Yeah.
If you cut from it's starting to swoop in, cut to it's kind of, you almost see the shadow go by, and then you have it kind of swoop in and it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But you just
You can
leave
even-
everything in your one static shot.
What was the...
No, there's a point.
His wedding photo now, she is so funny.
What?
We just took 200
No, dude,
shots.
that's great.
And we dumped them into a photo album without even picking through them because it's a special day. And it's probably great because they would do that because it was such a special day. They want all of it. So it makes sense to be like, all of it. Don't even edit it. This is just the order we shot it in.
Imagine the things he cut. Imagine the clips that we did not see. How bad?
That's not up to par.
Actually, maybe it's good. Maybe it's all the quality stuff, the dialogue and interactions and the.
What is the level where he
Yeah.
actually says, no, this cannot go? Because even at the beginning, when they are standing information, that the Dracula arrives, the Oompa Loompa arrives, and the Oompa Loompa gives the direction to the kid in camera where to stand. And then
he goes like this.
And then the kid has to move because he's too far.
Maybe do a second take.
It's too complicated, you know. It's, the sun goes down in 9 hours, so we can't do it another one.
Enzo doesn't. The S is never applied. There are no takes. It's one and done, baby. That's the master's method.
Ma sono sicura che una signora in rosso con i soldi non desterà nessun sospetto.
Yes.
You get it in one or you don't get
Maybe he treats filmmaking like a play. You get one shot. If you flub it,
or like,
there's no going back.
Lose yourself.
What?
If you had one shot. You get a bunch of Italian men sitting around and friggin'.
But anyways, they arrive with the chopper. The pilot get off, and then he is gone, and there is the
He just
kid.
walks into the. He just walks into the bushes and gets off camera.
Yes, and then there is the kid with the ripped pants appears from nowhere.
They all get in the car.
He takes the time to load everyone into the car.
Yes.
We
They'll
see
drive away.
everyone get into the car and close the door and drive away.
And then they come back
No,
from the
but
helicopter.
first, the Dracula and...
Oompa Loompa?
No, the Oompa Loompa guy.
Who is Beppe?
Beppe is
He's
the
the
bald
guy.
The old bald guy?
I'm not bald. I shave my head. You understand?
Ha capito, sì o no? Meno male che hai capito, yeah.
The only bald guy.
Sure.
The other car.
The one who says the pot roast.
Okay. That still is only loosely
He's
sparks
next to the
fire.
he's next to the pancake lady.
Okay,
Yes.
sure.
Ho spedito un po' di arrosto.
So they walk out of the field like, wait, where did you come from?
Yes, because we just landed here.
And then somehow the three that got into the car come walking out of that field again.
Yes.
Like they just materialize like it's like you,
I
you
told you,
died
it's
in
like
the
in the-
game and you got rebirth where you died. This is the most. So they leave.
Yes.
Yeah, this is of
helicopter
all the
goes
glaring
deep.
errors, this is the most insane because we see them come back now, right?
Yes.
They leave, and in a second they're going to be walking out of here.
Because the chopper is there.
So that's the field now. Dracula's coming out of the field.
Yes.
Oh God, the sitting.
So I'm saying for a movie that's 95% walking and sitting, a helicopter is very impressive.
Yes.
And then you even take the time to do. I mean, I know you want to use the helicopter as much as you want.
Yes.
I know Enzo was like, we got to take shots of this. We got to get a swooping shot. We got to see the tail of it. But like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Same
Yeah.
thing with the Ferrari. I get you want to show it, but find an organic way to do it so you don't have it at the end of your shot. You know, at least in the
Yes.
beginning, the car is revving. You see the
Or at least to pay
emblem.
attention if the blades are spinning or not.
Yeah. I want to get a higher shot of this.
Oh, camera's gone.
Soda fingers.
So
then we cut to our classic Hitchcockian cameo when Mr. Enzo.
no,
was-
wait, you're jumping forward.
I thought we left off at the banquet.
They were
No, the helicopter.
We're at the banquet, the helicopter. They're sitting on the bench, and again, it's the exact same number of people, including the guard, and they're all there.
And
there
he
is-
sits down twice.
Dracula sits down
and
twice.
Dracula sits twice, and for whatever reason, it looks like that as if they were meeting for the first time. And then
No one really acknowledges each other when they sit down either.
yes,
They
they
wait till
only
everyone's-
remove their hat when the lady arrives.
She doesn't even acknowledge that, too.
No.
Not like a head nod or something.
And then we have the Ferrari, which is in front of the
Because
hotel.
she's saying she wants to be inconspicuous.
Yes.
And they need to get the drugs there fast.
Il mio amico Patrizio mi accompagnerà con la Ferrari per i vari spostamenti che farò, per fare più in fretta. Certo, non voglio dare nell'occhio.
So she wants to get a Ferrari,
Yes.
a red Ferrari, and she's going to dress in red because no one will suspect.
Of a woman in red with money.
That's a very weird line. Unless it's supposed to be a.
That is weird.
Well, I'm saying if it's like a no one will suspect a woman in red carrying money.
But then why would you put yourself in this situation? But then she gets in the Ferrari, and then the dude with the drip jeans gets her out of the Ferrari,
Yes.
and the dude in the Ferrari drives off.
Don't forget
Yeah.
about cutting to the headlight.
Because they go to the VIP. I'm sorry?
Don't forget about cutting to the headlight of the Ferrari in between
Oh,
that
of course,
sequence.
yes. Then they go to the VIP room where they discuss.
Oh yeah, what happens in that couch? What happened? What did they? like watching it this time, like when that second set of couches where they after the Ferrari shot.
In the hotel room.
No, wait, yeah.
With the phone on the wall.
No. There's a shot where they're all in like a communal area.
The VIP room.
As you guys can see, there's a lot of frigging locales that old men are sitting
In
at.
his defense, these sets are not bad.
No.
They
no.
look.
No.
I mean, look, you get an empty banquet hall.
Okay, the banquet hall, not the friggin' grandmother's house at the end.
Yes, no, not that, but the
Hey,
state at the beginning.
that long corridor shot, I genuinely mean, it's nothing extraordinary, but...
Dude, we don't even know Don Pepe's connection to all this. And he's
No,
just...
because you see it only there. He receives a phone call from America.
There's a chubby little autistic boy following him.
Okay, joking about he's making cinematic universe aside. Do you think
Yes.
it is the same
It's
character?
gotta be, yeah.
But I'm saying
It
that
has
he
to
means
be.
to, like, they think he tells stories and tries to connect, like, it's the same actor, the same name.
You're giving him too much credit. He just say, do the same.
Oh, I used that name before? Oh,
Do you
okay.
still have the Don Pepe's hat?
Did you know you used the same name? What? Okay, answer my question.
Allora il carico è arrivato, la merce è buona. I nostri amici in Italia saranno contenti.
Then we moved to America where Don Gullo, who apparently he was called Don Beppe, but now is Don Gullo.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Cara Don Beppe.
Don Gullo.
When he's in America.
Because Enzo says Don Gullo.
Yes, but they call him Don Beppe in the first scene. So
Maybe Gullo means Pepe in English. It's
clearly,
probably a translation
yes.
that you don't
yeah.
understand.
Yeah, exactly. Hey Siri.
You've only been speaking it for decades. You probably don't have a grasp on the language yet.
And so, and he's in America.
Domani chiamami uomini. In Italia.
Tomorrow I'll call my men in Italy. You know, not where we are.
Wait.
Io sono in America con le mie ragazze.
Just to remind you where we are.
Yes.
We are in America.
With everything you've told me, I'm surprised they didn't just slap an American flag in the background on the friggin' wall.
It's not,
You see?
It's not in the budget. And I love the improvisation line.
Avete fatto un buon viaggio dall'aereo?
Did you have a nice trip from the airplane? Not from the America, from the airplane.
How was it getting through
you
traffic?
have to descend off the steps, the tarmac. You have to go through security.
The weirdest, or one of the weird things about it, the conversations, they keep saying, I'm glad you understand me. You understand me, right? You understand, all right?
Ha capito, sì o no? Meno male che hai capito, yeah.
We are speaking the same language.
It's like neither of them are acknowledging the other person is there. They're just saying their lines because they're reading again. So no one is like, hey, we're having a conversation. I'm responding and nodding to you. It's kind of just like they're both in their own worlds, speaking their lines to the camera like they're shouting at an invisible audience, which to me, they definitely are.
This movie is not even filming the rehearsal. It's filming the day before the rehearsal. They were just like going on location scout, and they say, oh, and we're gonna do this. You're saying this, you're saying that, you're saying this.
They were just having a pleasant time hanging out, and then he surprised them that they were filming it.
And then he says, I'm going to carry your bag for you, like we agreed upon, or like you said, like you told me.
Ai vostri ordini vi porto il vostro borsello. Possiamo andare, devo prendere un caffè.
More
And he
committed suicide.
grabs a little brown 16-year-old girl's backpack.
And invites him for a coffee.
Yeah. And why is he going to... So I guess that's the drug transfer in this little backpack.
Sure.
Not even like a duffel bag or a briefcase.
But then if he is the same character, then in the next scene, he's back in Italy.
Dude, yes, like that.
Ho fatto un lungo viaggio dall'America.
And he says I just had a long trip from America.
I think he goes back a second time.
Yes.
We now return to MaJaMa.
Hi, my name is Roger from LA. I'm the hand of fire under the command of the USA boss Don Pepe, the most powerful.
And then Roger from LA. What is he even doing? What is he doing?
Of all the comedy in these things, I don't know if anything has made me smile more than the guy saying,
I need
hey,
smile.
it's Roger from LA.
You are cackling.
Hi, my name is Roger from LA.
Because it makes me think of, again, in James Wynn's, I think it was Birdemic 2.
I'm Will, and I'm a screenwriter.
Roger from LA looks like the guy from Hardbodies that you cackled at over the...
I got a new name for the band.
Yeah, good, because that other name, diarrhea, whatever, made me sick, and I'm not what you call a queasy kind of guy.
Hardbodies.
Hardbodies.
No, I need to show you guys Mac's mom from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
It is exactly this dude.
Hi, my name is Roger from LA.
All right. So he says that they're...
Who's he calling?
Don Pepe.
No.
Yes.
Hey, it's Roger from
Is-
LA,
is-
the guy that's
is-
connecting
Oh,
the drugs
God,
for
it's
you.
gay Roger again.
Yeah.
But no, but Don Pepe's on the phone like this. And it sounds like
No, at first he receives that, and then he makes a call.
Oh, my
he
God.
says Jenga, which is the only thing that I could understand.
Jenga.
And then the audio cuts, and so whatever he says is written, and then a kid calls the police saying,
Jenga.
Pronto, polizia, polizia. C'è un pezzo che spara all'aria.
He didn't even. He puts the phone away from his ear in mid-sentence.
yeah, there's a madman shooting in the air, and then he hangs up. It doesn't say
It's
where.
like this. It's like, there's a madman shooting there. Okay.
It's like
I just got madman.
There is a wonderful scene in Boa.
With Castor Van Dien?
No.
Light's a bad thing.
With I'm sorry.
Light's a bad thing.
The light's a bad thing. Speak.
Talking about.
I see. Yeah. In Boa with Dean Cain.
Oh, forgive me.
Where they say it's so ridiculous because they blatantly missed the cue of covering the phone. So somebody is saying, "Oh,
Gordon, you have a call from Peluso."
Oh, lucky me. Yeah. Oh, lucky me.
I don't want him to hear that we f***ed up." You got it? Hello. No, the end goes first, then you move it, but whatever. So the kid, yes, says that there's a madman shooting, but he doesn't say where, when, how, what.
Help! He's got a gun.
Well, I guess we're going to lunch. I didn't give address.
And then they meet at Grandma's house with
The coffee
Beautiful
pattern.
tablecloth.
They have a weird tablecloth. They have an open bathroom door behind Don Beppe or Don Gullo, whoever it is. But the requirement was to wear a white hat.
And like they all put it on the porch, so it almost suggests like he laid it out for
Yeah, because none of them arrives with a
Yeah.
hat. So
It's not even like they're holding it, then they put it on when they get to the porch or the front door.
probably.
It's like it's there. And it's like, what is the significance? Or
Incognito.
why don't you...
I don't recognize you.
Why don't you explain like, oh, it's a prestigious club, or this is what we inner sanctum. Like wearing...
You're looking too much into that. And then Don Dracula, whatever, tasted the cocaine and says it's great. His
Don't forget the...
yes,
This is how you test cocaine. Right in the little nipple.
Because he says my men are gonna taste it.
But these are not his men.
Yeah.
I miei ragazzi l'assaggeranno.
Because they're the guys who have men.
So what is the ending? They are getting arrested because I took it as that the
They all
police
say
are all
they're gonna
working
go.
with them.
Then they're in the parking garage. They're all smoking a cigarette afterwards, like they just bumped into each other on the way out again.
Yes.
And then the security guard comes up and grabs Don Bepe's once again arm. Like you don't grab a. You don't do that.
Dompe, mi dispiace interrompermi, ma dobbiamo andare.
Yes.
But he's a FBI, police, something.
I don't know because then they're all the same. I mean, and I'm sure that it's the same kid.
Dude, yeah.
With
So he takes each of them one by one into the car, and it's like but it's not like anyone's like, wait, what's happening? Or, oh my God, this is.
No, they seem very calm.
Yeah.
And
so
plus,
are they all involved?
Plus one by one. So you see, if you're arrested, you would think that they would run away.
The third guy's like, oh thank God, I got away with it. Oh, he's coming back.
Oh, no. I was standing here. That is still. Oh, he saw me. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. So you think they would try to run or something if.
Unless the fact that the.
But then how would it work that if all the top bosses are being arrested for this scheme, who are they like informing on that would allow them to be like calmly working with the FBI to get out of some trouble.
Maybe the Hand of Fire is calling the FBI. America.
Oh, right. Oh my God, the title.
All I hear is a bunch of crackling and hissling. Oh, that's the Hand of Fire.
So, the group.
What does it mean? America answers.
The group would be calling.
Those are Italian policemen.
Wait, if they call
Yes.
the FBI, does that mean they're working with them?
Especially they never mention FBI throughout. It's never mentioned once.
Yes.
They mention America a lot of times.
L'America è grande.
In America mi aspettano. Adesso aspettiamo la vostra merce dall'America.
Io sono in America. Ho fatto un lungo viaggio dall'America.
Vede che un caffè è arrivato dall'America.
Io in America.
But it would be like the Hand of Fire calls because like
Roger from LA. Can you imagine if that was the actual title? The Hand of Fire calls Roger from LA.
Hi, my name is Roger from LA.
I would bow down no matter what his intent was.
Because why would America pick up if you're calling the FBI, which isn't America?
What's the number for America?
Because there's nothing that would suggest that there's American authorities involved in this.
Don't you remember the scene where they were in America?
Yes, because all the police cars look Italian. No one speaks English. They're in Italy at the
Don
end.
Gullo / Beppe says.
Yes, tutto tranquillo. Tranquillo, yes.
This is flashing a lot. Is it okay?
Is it? Yeah, it should be good.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Talking. Keep on talking. Talking.
It's still saying something.
Okay.
But is flashing?
Yeah, it's coming up like that. I mean, imagine this, but like flashing.
We're at the end.
Yeah, because they get arrested, maybe, or they're just like in cahoots with the FBI because they seem incredibly calm.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who gets?
Come on, Grandpa, get in the car.
Who gets into the car with the kid in the ski mask on?
Everyone.
All of them.
So then it's not the cops.
Exactly. No, it is the cops.
Why would a guy with a ski mask be?
Because
I think that it's supposed to be somebody else.
Because he's wearing two different shirts, a blue shirt and then a blue jacket.
Yeah.
And then they alternate who he puts in the car with each different outfit change. So it's different cops taking each person. But their calmness suggests, okay, hey, we're working with the FBI, trying to get our top boss above us.
It looks like that they were just like going on a limo and they would be driven to their hotel or something.
And is that the...
That's Enzo reflected in that door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Listen, it's not fun anymore.
No.
That's not true.
I want to cave Enzo's skull in.
And eat soup out of it.
It's just more morally wrong at this point. He needs help. He needs to be.
I will reiterate an old argument and say that if this man really has like 50 of these things on his channel, it just seems difficult.
He's got OnlyFans now.
It seems difficult to do something with zero improvement.
Burp.
Well, he proves you wrong.
And then,
there's no improvement.
Nope.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this the newest thing he's done?
Yes. If possible, there is deterioration, not improvement. Just like...
Ora i miei ragazzi prossimamente porteranno un po' di roba e ve la faccio assaggiare qua. Ci sarà un altro incontro.
We now return to MaJaMa.
E vado d'amore, fa cose strane.
Allow me to pose a different question. Do you think if the average human does something every day...
You asked that before.
It's possible? Like, it's just, this defies all...
I mean, if it's something you're interested in, and you watch it, and you learn the software...
It's not possible.
He says ES Pictures is the one that's editing this, so unless that actually means there's an actual editing company he's created with some other people other than himself.
For example, if you... Well, everyone does this. Like, I've been a cashier a million times in my life. The first day you sit down and maybe you have to like, wait, what button is it? I'm sorry, where is that? I don't know if it's possible, because I've lived this, to do that job every day and a month in be like, wait, where is the produce blender? How does this work? No matter what individual personalities of people are, I don't know if you can do something that consistently and still be incredibly lost. Now, it's one thing, like, it really defies it that he would do this much. And there's zero improvement of the grasping of the craft in even a minute way. It does not, it seems
We just saw it.
It seems to defy logic. No one is at their job as a cashier for a year being like, how does this machine work? I'm completely lost.
Ehi, come si apre qua il salvadanaio?
Ah, oh, mi sembra uno di quelli a destra. Mi pare il terzo.
Ma no, qua non si apre niente. Ehi, balenottero, cerca di darti una mossa.
Fammici pensare. Senti, deve essere il terzo a destra per forza. A riprovaci.
Niente, l'IBM è sceso in agitazione. L'uomo non controlla più il mezzo meccanico.
Sarà allora uno di quelli di centro. Provali tutti.
Non succede ancora niente. Silos, dai, fai uno sforzo.
Ah, ecco, il primo a destra. Non ti puoi sbagliare,
Plus, you have to have, at this point, you have repeat actors. So I'm assuming you have repeat people who are helping you film.
Actor.
So there's got to be a second set of eyes who's like, whoa, man, did you watch this before you premiered it? Did you watch the edit back? Did you watch the 2 minutes you edited first back? Did you watch the whole thing back? Are you conscious right now? Can you hear me?
Unless everyone is so geeked
Yes.
to be in these movies.
I mean,
is so geeked. I think you cannot underestimate the power of, don't laugh, whatever it is, a movie, no matter at what level. I think you'll see it all the time. If you've seen it with us, people will be like, make sure I'm in your next movie. It's like, dude, we're nobody's on a couch, but we did Sharks. So they're like, well, if there's another one, I don't think you can underestimate the power of, no matter what level it's at, even if it's a dude with a camcorder running around town, you can't underestimate the power of movies.
Besides him working on post-production, if there's one other person working on post-production, unless it's like a 5-year-old child with a tablet, I mean, it just gives him something credit. It is impressive that he's this bad at this level at this point in his career.
And here's the other thing.
It's not even like a stupid story.
Here's the other
or
thing.
just funny or bad
He seems
acting
enthusiastic.
Yeah.
So it's one thing if it's like, hey, I'm forced to work this job and you're still not getting the register because you don't care about being here. But that's another thing to the credit of the argument. He seems to love what he does.
Yes.
He seems to be a passionate
and apparently his usual, because here, aside from a couple of new faces, but they're all the same people who are just like working with him. So probably they're having a blast.
The stupid, always just enthusiastic.
We go all the way back to the genesis of jams. Literally, the first thing we ever did with that skip, walk, wiggle fam. And I think people...
3-beat slide.
3-beat slide, thank you. Show a little respect. 3-beat slide, and everyone on the internet is like, why are you doing this? And when they are interviewed, it's just like, we're a family having fun. And it's like the argument stops.
Because you were home.
I think... Nice. I think he's right. I think maybe in the end it's just like, I don't know, dude, we're a bunch of people running around making movies, we're having fun. It would be like someone running up to us and being like, why are you watching that To Catch a Predator DVD Mateo made for the 80th time? Don't you want to do something else? You'd be like, dude, get out of here, we're watching this again.
Yeah, but we're not.
I'm taking notes.
I was about to say we're not filming ourselves watching that and putting it online, but we are doing that. It's just startling.
Maybe someone's wondering why we do this show.
I'm wondering why I'm here. It's just startling that he doesn't improve.
Yeah.
In the slightest bit.
Is this the third segment?
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess we can vote. We cover everything.
No, we don't. Yeah.
I haven't voted on Enzo in a while because they've been scrapped, so I'm kind of confused. Someone else go first. I don't know how to grade this.
All right.
Matthew, you go ahead.
I go with. I do a nice 4.5 because as fun as it is, this one starts to creep into the annoying and so
It's really
and frustrating
a lot of talking.
mostly. So 4.5.
Okay.
Easily a 5. I'm just gonna eat this instead of throwing it. Oh, it's a vagina.
Oh.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's terrible. It's long. There's a lot of sitting, and there's stuff to make fun of, but it's just too far in between the sitting and the walking back and forth.
I'm going to be controversial because I think about what Mateo said about Skinamarink.
How often?
A lot, actually.
Yeah.
I think what Mateo said about Skinamarink was that say what you will, in a good chunk of years we'll probably still be discussing it. And I'm with you guys. This is a particularly sloggish one, if that's an adjective. But Enzo has undeniably fascinated me to the point where I want to, grab you guys by the shirt and scream, "What is happening? Please, can we keep discussing? I don't know what's going on in life." And I have to give some credit to that. This one is particularly slow, but I'm going to do 3 just because I am fascinated by this, and stuff like "I'm Roger from LA" gives genuine cackles. So as a man that wants to live life laughing, I got to give a little bit of credit. I understand you're flabbergasted, but I'm genuinely fascinated here.
MaJaMa.
My name is Roger from LA.
MaJaMa.
Guys, thank you for taking another ride on the Enzo train. It sure as hell isn't going to stop. Matthew's lying when he says it's gotten to the point where it's not fun. When Mateo sends a text that he has a new one, Matthew jizzes all over his desk at Whole Foods.
You don't have
his
those.
desk in that room.
You don't have those receipts to back it up.
Yeah, you're not at Whole Foods anyway. You're here.
What?
So you probably jizz on this couch because you don't leave.
Where am I
But
supposed
that's
to
what
jizz?
it is. When I try to sleep over here.
So we're going to be back with more Enzo.
Not soon, but
Not soon because we
soonish.
pumped a lot, but soonish. Thank you guys for sticking around. Let us know if you're enjoying Enzo. By that I mean Paulo and Conrad. And thank you for being here. We're going to be back soon with, what are you looking at? Does that actually say something?
Werewolf angle.
I mean, they all say something.
Demon backstory, brother story.
It's actual notes?
Turning into Ghostbusters ending. Be kind.
Oh, it's probably LGP.
Probably.
That's a jams, people.
MaJaMa. MaJaMa.